How's it going, everybody? I'm Pierre Piscitelli, and I'm going to teach you how to play one of my favorite songs of all time. This is Solsbury Hill by Peter Gabriel. Let's start with the easy part. We're going to play a B with the left hand in quarter notes. You can do octaves or single notes, just like this. Here are octaves. It's just a little bit louder, slightly more difficult. Let me show you the right hand chord progression. It's not too bad. We're going to start with 3 single notes, which act as a pickup. Just like that. It's A sharp, B, C sharp. Like that. There are several different fingers you could use. I like to do 2, 1, 3, because you really shouldn't have your thumb on the black key like that. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I like 2 on A sharp, 1 on B, 3 on C sharp. Now we're going to hit a chord. It's going to be first inversion of E major, so G sharp, B, E, bottom to top. Hit it twice. After that, come down to F sharp, B, D sharp. This is a B major chord in second inversion. So that looks like this all together. E twice, then B major. Now we'll go back to the E, back to the B, and then a new chord, all 3 black keys, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. This is an F sharp major chord. That's the cycle. Then you go back to again, and again. Let me slow it down one more time just in case you didn't catch those chords. Before I forget, if you guys are enjoying this video or finding it to be helpful, please consider subscribing. It's so helpful for the growth of this channel. Thank you. 3 pickup notes, E chord twice, B major once, then E again, then B again, and now F sharp major. That's your cycle. Now I should point out there's an interesting detail here where the very first time that you hear this opening chord cycle or riff or whatever you want to call it, you hear, right? But then every other time, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, this happens 6 times in the introduction, by the way, there's a slight note change that you have to do from that point on. It goes, hear that? So my pinky had to reach up to F sharp instead of going, I now have to go like that. So just a little detail. You don't really have to do it, but it's there, so I think it's cool and that I should point it out. Let me play the introduction 6 times through and show you what it would sound like if we were doing it properly. Final time, 6th time. Now another thing that you can do, which the guitar does, is arpeggiate some of the chords. I don't think that the piano should do this personally, but depends what kind of a band setting you're in, or if you're just playing this by yourself, I might as well show it to you. So here's what that looks like. Instead of playing solid block chords, like that, you can roll the notes from top to bottom. See what I did there? So that's what the guitar is doing more or less. You can do that if you like. I think it sounds cool. But personally, I do block chords. Now, if we're going to put that together with the left hand, which plays these B quarter notes just over and over and over and over, here's very slowly what it's going to look like if you line it up properly. So what I'm really doing here is paying attention to the right hand for the most part, because it's a little bit more complicated. Well, it's a lot more complicated. The left hand is just hitting one note in quarters, and I'm thinking about where the left hand fits in relation to the right hand. The left hand is playing in these awkward in-between moments between right hand chords. So let me kind of talk it out to you guys so that you can see what I mean. You have the 3 pickup notes, and then both hands hit together. Right, then left after. Right, left. See, they're not together. Now they're together. Right, left. Right, left. Right, together. Right. See that? So you have to really think about when it's left, when it's right, when it's both. Again, right, 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 together, right, left, right, left, together, right, left, right, left, right, together, right. Again without talking. So it's rare that they are playing together. This isn't easy. The left hand is really in between all of these right hand chords. But if you do it right, it sounds awesome. And when you play it quickly, you get something like this. And that's your introduction. So 6 times, like I said. Remember, the first one is different from the other 5. Now let's move on to the verse, which gets a little bit easier. So here's the verse. I'll play it for you. That part repeats. And then you're back to the beginning. I don't know if I can really call it a verse. It's sort of a one-section song. I don't know. But once you get through all of that, that is the entire form of the song, and it just happens 3 times, and then there's an outro. So you've essentially heard everything that you need to learn. So let's get into it. We'll start with the easy part, which is the left hand, of course. So we're gonna play B's, and I should point out to you guys at this point that the song is in 7. Our time signature is 7/4, or we can think of it as a 4/4 measure and a 3/4 measure, sort of alternating, but I just think of it as a big 7. So you have to count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 2 bars, we're gonna go to G sharp for 7 beats. That was 7, we do it again. 5, 6, 7. Let's go back to the B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to the G sharp for 2 bars of 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see the pattern, right? Now we're going to do 2 bars of 7 on E. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now only 1 measure on the note C sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After that, things get a little bit weird, but we'll get through it. You're gonna play C sharp 4 times. It's a 4/4 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to do 4 beats climbing up from C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp. So let me just review that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we come back home. So that is all of the verse left hand. Let me do it again without talking. That would be the beginning of the intro again. So that's your verse left hand. Very simple. You just have to count those groups of 7 until the very end where it does go into 4/4 briefly, as I pointed out. Okay, time for the right hand. So the right hand is simpler than the intro, thankfully. What we're gonna do is start with this nice inversion of B major, F sharp, B, D sharp, and I like to use fingers 1, 3, 5 because I need 2 and 4 to do this. F sharp major, which is F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. Look at how nice that looks. Right? No drama transitioning between those 2 chords. Very simple. And I go back to the original B chord twice. So it's B, F sharp, B, B. Like this. I'm going to do that again. After you've done that, you're going to move up a little bit to B, D sharp, G sharp. Just like that. Now, not as easy as the previous progression. We do have to get our hand up and move, but it's not too bad. After you play this once, you come down to A sharp, C sharp, F sharp. 3 black keys. And then you go back to what you had before, twice. B, D sharp, G sharp. So here's what it looks like. If you do the fingers 1, 3, 5, then 1, 2, 4, back to 1, 3, 5, that's a lot better than using sort of a cookie cutter and just picking up your hand. That's not good. So try to do this. 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4, and then go back to 1, 3, 5. Naturally, we'll do that progression again. And now let's repeat all of that. So let's go back to the first one. Repeat it. And the second one that I showed you. Again. Now here's the best part. Even though the left hand is moving, which changes the tonality, you get to stay here. Again. And guess what? You get to stay here again, even though the left hand is moving to C sharp. Now we're going to do something different because this is the part where we were no longer counting in 7. Remember that? It went to 4/4 briefly. So we're going to go like this. B, D sharp, G sharp, which we're on anyway. Down to A sharp, C sharp, F sharp. Nothing crazy yet. This is following the pattern. But then we go to this chord, B, E, G sharp. This will be interesting once we add the left hand. So again, that's what you want to do. Just practice that. Next, when the left hand climbs up, to take us back to the intro, here's what the right hand's going to do. B, E, G sharp. Just plain B major, B, D sharp, F sharp. And then up to plain E major, E, G sharp, B. And then C sharp, F sharp, A sharp, which is F sharp major, just inverted. So those 4. Like that. And just for context, I'll add the left hand so you hear what it would sound like. Like that. So that gets you out of the chorus, verse, whatever you want to call it, back into the introduction. Let's put the hands together really slowly and I'll show you how this works. The great news about putting the hands together throughout the whole vocal section is that once you nail the rhythm and the coordination between the hands for even 1 bar, like this, you're good to go for the rest of them, because even though the chords and the notes and the bass notes change, bun, dun, da, da, that coordination never changes. So you'll be okay if you can do 1 bar. So let me talk you through that choreography very slowly. So both hands strike at the same time. So that's good news. Then the left hand strikes alone. Then right, left, right, together. Again, together, left, right, together. Now, left does the remaining 3 beats alone. So let me show you again. Together, left, right, together. 1, 2, 3. Together, left, right, together. This time without talking, just watch my hands. It's percussive, right? It's almost like being a drummer. So together. You can't learn each part and then just smash the hands together. You have to think about the composite and how the hands are going to interact as one. That all happens again. Now we're entering 4/4. We're done with all the groups of 7, so watch closely. So in 4/4, that was together, left, right, left, together. Now everything will be together for the next 4 beats, where we do the climb up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're back home. So let me do that last part again one more time without talking. And there you have it. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I love playing guitar-based music on the piano. There's just something so satisfying about it. Vice versa too. Playing piano stuff on the guitar is also a great challenge. So thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you guys in the future.